Okay, guys, we got two more challenges in front of us. We've got this secret level here, and we've got what I think is the final boss. Yeah, that's going to offer us that one little shape that we need, that like crescent shape. And then I think the last thing is for collecting all the reds, but maybe we don't get it until after we beat the story. So let's yeah, try this bonus stage first. Welcome back, guys, to Kaze and the Wild Masks. I'm the Comic Foil, and we're taking the Bullet Fader. Bullet Fader. That's not the cleanest portmanteau, but that's okay. I'll allow it. Oh, I see. So it looks like the challenge here might especially lie in getting that all reds achievement. Or getting 100. We don't need to get all of them. Yeah, these are the kinds of projectiles that were giving me trouble in the underwater level. Yeah, so I got the heart, which is nice, and then I lost it immediately, but here's another one. Good. Okay, yeah, so we really are just... This game likes its bullet hells. It likes sneaking bullet hells into things. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of room to negotiate here. Oh, that's nasty. Being nasty, game. Oh, wow, we were right there. Okay. That was what, only the second attempt? Maybe third? That might have been the third attempt. But yeah, we can definitely do this, guys. I mean, we were making a lot of pretty easy mistakes there, honestly, so... My problem is I think there might only be so many reds. I hope it's not a thing where I need all of the hearts to keep to get 100. No, that's 99 already. So, once I get this, yeah, let's just stop worrying about redstones altogether. I always say that, but I don't always practice what I preach. I see collectibles and I collect them, whether I need them or not. Okay. Ah, nasty. A disgusting amount of projectiles. I am disgusted. But I did it. Okay. That one really wasn't so bad when I kept my wits about me. And that's the achievement, Dodge the Rain, unlocked. Very cool. Am I going to get another achievement for having every redstone in the game? I guess not. Maybe it'll wait till the end to give me that. Okay, guys, Typhoon's Tussle. Is that the apprentice's name, Typhoon? That would make sense. My name is Kaze, which means wind, and their name is Typhoon. I've been saying her name. I've been thinking of... Yeah. Yeah, I think it's safe to say female villager. Oh! Are we collecting red stones? We're shooting lasers. We're shooting very big lasers. Okay. So we need to stay out of the laser's path. And also out of her path. Looks like we're collecting, yeah, a certain number of stones to break that up. Oh, okay, we destroyed her barrier. Whoa! Oh, okay, we're glitching. Oh, and now we're in the bird form. Okay, yeah, so I've heard a little bit about this stage before, that I know it involves all 4 of the masks in some way. I don't know exactly. Okay, laser, there we go. Okay, I would like another heart. I don't think it's gonna give me another heart. Oh, close one, okay. They were very forgiving with our hitbox there. Okay, so when I hit her, it's gonna glitch all out. Are you saying this whole thing takes place inside a video game? Okay, If I could make one note, I don't really like that it's a glitch effect. I just personally, I don't like when things use that if it's not supposed to specifically be, like, about video games. Like, I know this is a video game, but, like, I don't feel the glitch aesthetic works with this world. Okay. Yeah, so, from what I understand, this is, like, a very long level here. We need to do this all in one go, so yeah, we want to try and hang on to our little buddy here for as long as possible. Ah, man. That I kind of got, like, lackadaisical after I took the first hit. I was kind of like, do I even want to try and do all the rest of this without any hits? If I can't even get through this first part without getting hit. Yeah, I guess just, like, patience. Don't feel like I gotta rush to the next stone every time. Oh, jeez. How many stones is it? Is it 6? Oh, I should have ground pounded. Okay, yeah, it looks like it was 6 to break the barrier. Now, it looks like I need to get to her in a certain amount of time, or else she maybe regrows it or something. We're not gonna find out. Okay, so it becomes a scrolling stage then. I feel like the lasers are probably set on a certain pattern too, that they always are in the same place. Yeah, again, because this game is trying to be friendly to speedrunners, some things are going to be set patterns. I should have gone down. Okay. Not gonna lie to you guys, this entire episode, this is probably going to be a pretty long episode with a lot of attempts of me trying just to beat Typhoon, because I understand Typhoon is quite tough. And I would be disappointed if she wasn't. I want her to be. You ever play Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze? The final boss of Tropical Freeze, Lord Frederick, he's actually pretty tough. He takes a lot of... It takes a lot of tries. Definitely some, like, pattern memorization. I don't expect many people beat him on the first try, because a lot of dodging his moves rely on you knowing what's coming. Okay, so my problem is I don't want to get too far ahead, because if I'm at the front, I don't have as many places I could dodge to. Okay, we kind of lost Typhoon for a little while back there, though. No, we want to be on the upper level. And show me number 6. Okay, why 6? I guess that's just the... Oh, what? That damages me? No fair. No fair. Okay, well, let's try and... Couldn't even get through the shark business. So, brief history of final bosses in Donkey Kong Country. All of them are pretty hard. Like, I don't think King K. Rool in the first one is very hard, but that's because I have beaten him so many times. I pretty much have his entire hit memorized. It's basically down to, like, throws crown, runs across the screen, throws crown. Well, that was bad. I'll take the L on that one. But yeah, he throws the crown, he runs across the screen, then he throws the crown, then he runs across the screen twice, throws the crown, then he runs across the screen 3 times, throws the crown, and then, like, all of his patterns are, like, do it once, then when he gets hit, do it again, but twice, and then do it again, but 3 times. And it's very... there's a definite kind of logic to it. And then he starts mixing in... Ah, man. He does the, like, fake credits scare, which is very silly. What's so funny about the original fake ending of Donkey Kong Country that happens in the middle of the boss fight is it does feel so half-assed. But I guess, you know, there wasn't a lot of precedent for endings of video games being all that good, so some people might have just accepted it until they noticed that all the names in the credits were Kremling names that started with K and they all looked fake. Donkey Kong Country 2's final boss, the final fight with Captain K. Rool, is legitimately pretty tough. Again, if you learn the pattern, it's not so bad, but even, like, knowing the pattern, I definitely have a worse success rate with beating Captain K. Rool. It takes me more tries every time. It's like the last few phases of that fight tend to mix me up. Okay, so this is the farthest I've gotten so far, is on this vertical scroller. Okay, at least she's not... If they wanted... This would be really annoying if they added, like, one more layer of obstacle. Like, if she was also firing projectiles at me. Okay, so that makes it a little harder that it, like, covers both sides of the screen, but that's okay. Alright, keep it low, keep it low. Okay, so we're gonna get a tiger section now? Oh no, we're doing dragon, we're doing the runner. Oh boy. Yeah, this is what I most feared. Okay, I should have dropped down there and then air jumped. Cool, okay. That's the thing, Typhoon. You're killing me over and over again, I only need to kill you once. Donkey Kong Country 3, I haven't fought that final boss in a little while. I can't remember how hard it actually is. I would need to look at that one again. But both Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze have pretty tough final bosses. Pretty tough bosses in general, actually. A lot of people don't like the bosses in that game, because they kind of do require some trial and error. I always liked Lord Frederick, though. I kind of like the Snowmads. I like the Snowmads in Tropical Freeze. They're not as good as the Kremlings, but I like them. I think they're good theming. I like them more than the Tiki Tak Tribe. The Tiki Tak Tribe from Donkey Kong Country Returns isn't god-awful either. They're the ones that they're like the tiki masks. I like how each one is also an instrument. That's kind of neat. But as far as like enemy variety, there's like not a lot of the enemies actually are the Tiki Tak. They're hard to say. The Tiki Tak Tribe. Most of the enemies in that game, you know, there's a couple like totem things, but for the most part, it's just kind of like frogs and other animals. What I like about the Snowmads is that it's a whole lot of Arctic animals. They're all like polar bears or walruses, and their main foot soldiers are penguins. I know penguins aren't Arctic, they're Antarctic. There aren't any penguins at the North Pole. Okay, so I'm gonna drop down and do it that way. Okay. I had to take a hit, but... Oh, we're doing Tiger? We're going right into Tiger? There she is! Oh no, she's unfurled her ears. Okay. Oh, boy. That was a lot to take in all at once. Okay, we gotta And now we just gotta get back to this part again. This is very old school. If I wanna... You know, I'd rather just, like, try that part. In most newer games, then it would, like, have the checkpoint right before that phase, and I'd never have to see this phase again. But this is what makes it hard, is that before you even get to try and practice this new part, you need to do the old part again. And that is kind of a retro difficulty thing that's mostly phased out, and for the most part, I'd say for the better. But for something like this, I do like that it's making me do it all in one go. Sometimes checkpoints in games can be too forgiving, and it almost feels like it doesn't matter if you die anymore, because everything could just... You can just kind of, like, bang your head against it and make a little bit of progress at a time. I mean, for something like Super Meat Boy or Celeste, absolutely I like that it's every screen is its own checkpoint. That is completely what is right for that game, for those two games. But there is something to be said about, like, putting a little bit of a, like, length to challenges, asking you to be able to do the whole thing semi-perfectly. I say semi-perfectly because I just took a hit there. I'm allowed one hit, which means I'm not going to get the no-hit crown this time. That's okay. Shark time. Like, and it makes that one hit I just took matter a lot more, because that's, like, a hit I'm never going to get back in this fight. Unless there's a heart later. I wouldn't be opposed to there being other hearts you could pick up at some point. But then the problem with that is it tends to make it feel like the early parts don't matter because you just heal up from them anyway, and then it makes the repetition of that feel more pointless. Like, if they were going to put a heart right here, then they might as well put a checkpoint here, because I can easily enough make it here, taking only one hit. I've reworked my list, Typhoon. You're now the worst bunny in gaming. Way worse than Peppy Hair. Peppy Hair is a misunderstood hero. Okay, I don't have another hit I can take here, so I can't... I can't damage boost through that like I want to. Yeah, we gotta get this down more or less perfect. We don't have to be completely perfect, but we need to be a little bit more perfect. Oh well, I'm glad that optional challenge was done pretty quickly then, so that I could devote a whole episode to my attempts at Typhoon. Yeah, top 10 worst rabbits in gaming. I'm not going to put them on the screen because I don't want to fill up the screen with stuff during this boss fight. I want this boss fight to get the room on the screen it deserves. But Typhoon, worst bunny in... I mean, as a final boss, I'm actually liking her a lot. She's really cool. But we're talking smack right now. So, worst bunny. Also, the rabbits from Rayman. Worst bunnies. Ruined everything. You guys took Rayman from me. Also, Lopunny. It's weird. I don't like it. Lopunny is a worse bunny. Why are you trying to make Pokemon so sexualized? They know they're doing it too. You listen to the cry it has. I like, ooh, woo! Like, it's... They knew what they were doing. I object to all these sexy Pokemon on the telly. The rabbit you have to do the foot race with in Donkey Kong 64 is a worst rabbit. You have to race him with Lanky Kong. You have to use the speed handstand. It's just kind of a dick. He's a worst bunny. Yeah, I thought I had more of these the other day, but... Okay. That little kid's rabbit that he's chasing when you're escorting him at the end of Psychonauts. Worst bunny. Okay. We're back at the runner. Let's see if we can do the runner no-hit. That would be really cool if we could. Yes, we did it! Runner no-hit. Okay, so we're now at the tiger phase with an extra hit. Okay, alright. What's happening here? Okay, is that gonna hurt her just in time? Boom! Boom! Is that it? That was all 4 masks. I think we got it. Oh, you guys are telling me this was gonna be hard. This was easy. This was easy. Get out of here. I am a Donkey Kong Country legend. This is nothing. Frankly, I am underwhelmed with your performance there, boss. And now we eat vegetables, which is the rightful order of things. I like how there are other animals too, not just the ones that are the masks and the tribes. And I think, yeah, because we got all the red stones, we're gonna save our little Beppo. Maybe. So are the fireworks them celebrating? Is that like the Ewok celebration at the end of Return of the Jedi? You know, that's the, Yup-Tup. Oh, what's this? Am I taking the scepter? Nice. I didn't even really register before that these were all, like, floating islands in the sky. I didn't even really think about that, but yeah, this is a, floating island sky world. Out of 31. Cool. So that's... Yes, so I get it. Okay, so if I didn't have them all, that's where it would be kind of suggesting to me to go back and get the rest of them. That's the kind of, like, Eggman go collect the Chaos Emeralds sort of ending. But I did it. I did it. Nobody can say that I didn't. Hey, you are a little Beppo no more. I love the idea of rabbit ear hairstyles. That like ear ponytail is so funny to me. Yay! Yay, siblings, I think. Yeah, you guys told me this game was gonna be hard. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, that was a no damage run! That was a no damage run, holy crap! Heroine of the day! Alright guys, that's Kaze and the Wild Masks. I mean, there's definitely other things I could do for 100% completion. There's other, like, no damage run crowns. You know, I didn't get all the no damage crowns, and there's, you know, doing speed runs of the levels. You get, like, I think bronze, silver, and gold. There's definitely achievements for getting, like, a bronze on every level, and then for, like, getting a gold on a level. I think there's an achievement for beating the whole game within a certain number of hours. But nothing I think that really warrants more Let's Plays, so yeah, I think we're going to call it here on this one. I think that's going to be the end of our Kaze and the Wild Masks Let's Play, which is fine with me. A nice... Brevity is the soul of wit. Nice, short game. Doesn't overstay its welcome. It doesn't feel... It feels like there's a lot of great stuff here, but it also doesn't feel overpacked. Again, I really like how it sets up its collectibles in each level, how it's consistent. You kind of always know what you're looking for, even when the way they hide it is pretty tough sometimes, and it just... Yeah, it's not just the gameplay mechanics that are translated from Donkey Kong Country Returns. It really does feel like the spirit. This feels like the kind of stuff that I liked about those games. I wouldn't say I liked this more than Donkey Kong Country 2 or Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze or Donkey Kong Country Returns, but I would say it is a much cleaner experience than those. This was made very lean and trim, and there's not much I can get, like, actually angry about. There's stuff I can get angry about, I can rage about, because some of the levels are tough, but they should be, and I like that. Good challenge game. It has a lot of charm. I like the stories. I like it giving me little story bits as a reward for collecting the letters, because collecting the Kong letters in the old Donkey Kong Country games in the first 3, like, didn't actually do anything. You got an extra life if you got all 4 of them in a run of a level, but, like, there wasn't any sort of completion thing. It wasn't until Donkey Kong Country Returns and actually Donkey Kong Land, but that's another story. The music stopped before the credits did. That's such an indie game thing. That's okay. I can forgive that. You're welcome for playing, guys. GG. Great game. Let me see that completion percent there on my file. Yep. Game says I did 100%, so I'm gonna call it 100% in just 7 hours too, and some of that time is it sitting on screens while I export footage and stuff, so yeah, who knows, I probably could do it in 5 hours pretty easily, especially if I'm not going for extra things. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I'm going to be starting Crosscode soon. A few people said they were interested in me playing Donkey Kong Country games, but it wasn't like a crazy amount. I don't know if it's really worth it. You know, keep asking me if you really do want to see that, but I think I'm going to stick to my Steam Semper winners right now, and I'll start Crosscode sometime soon. In the meanwhile, we also have Bug Fables going. Me and Oscar are playing that, and there's lots of fun stuff over on his channel, of course, too, that I appear in. Him and I are supposed to be starting another Let's Play for his channel sometime soon. So, yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.